Welcome back to the channel, automotive enthusiasts. Today, we are taking an in-depth look at a vehicle that has long been the gold standard for European family cruisers and executive fleet cars alike. We are talking about the all-new 2026 Volkswagen Passat. For this latest ninth-generation model, internally known as the B9, Volkswagen has made a monumental decision that changes the landscape of this iconic nameplate. The traditional four-door sedan body style has been completely retired, meaning the 2026 Volkswagen Passat is now exclusively available as a highly practical, incredibly sophisticated variant or estate car. But do not think for a second that the loss of the sedan diminishes its appeal. Instead, Volkswagen has channeled all of its engineering prowess into making this the most luxurious, technologically advanced, and aerodynamically efficient Passat in history. Sharing its underlying MQB Evo architecture with the latest generation of premium European vehicles, the new Passat steps up market, aiming directly at luxury rivals by offering a whisper-quiet cabin, groundbreaking plug-in hybrid technology, and acres of interior space. Sit back, relax, and let us explore everything you need to know about the phenomenal 2026 Volkswagen Passat. Let us begin with the exterior design, where Volkswagen has managed to blend sleek, futuristic aesthetics with the classic utilitarian proportions of a traditional estate car. The 2026 Passat commands attention with a very smooth, aerodynamic front end that looks like it was sculpted by the wind. In fact, it boasts an incredibly low drag coefficient of just 0.25, which puts it on par with many dedicated electric vehicles. This aerodynamic efficiency is not just for show, it actively improves fuel economy, electric range, and cabin silence at highway speeds. At the front, the car features a floating grille design and a seamless LED light strip that connects the razor-sharp headlight clusters. If you opt for the higher trims, you are treated to the cutting-edge IQ Light Matrix LED headlights, which dynamically adapt to oncoming traffic in real time to provide maximum illumination without blinding other drivers. Moving along the side profile, you will immediately notice the stretched wheelbase. The car is noticeably longer than its predecessor, giving it a more elegant, planted stance on the road. Strong character lines cut across the doors, leading your eye to the rear, where you will find super red surface LED taillights that span the entire width of the tailgate, complete with dynamic turn indicators. Depending on the trim you choose, from the sensible Comfort line to the aggressive R line, the Passat sits on beautiful alloy wheels, ranging from 17 inches all the way up to striking 19-inch designs. Beneath the sleek sheet metal, the 2026 Passat offers a remarkably diverse and highly advanced lineup of powertrains, ensuring there's a perfect option for every type of driver. The absolute star of the show is the heavily revised e-hybrid plug-in hybrid system. Volkswagen has paired a highly efficient 1.5-liter turbocharged TSI engine with a robust electric motor and a substantially larger 19.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Available in two power outputs, pushing out a combined 204 horsepower or a potent 272 horsepower, this plug-in hybrid is a true game-changer. Because of the massive battery, the Passat e-hybrid can travel up to 82 miles on pure electric power alone, meaning the vast majority of your daily commutes and school runs can be completed without burning a single drop of gasoline. Furthermore, the hybrid system now supports DC fast charging at up to 50 kilowatts, allowing you to top up the battery from 10 to 80% in roughly 20 minutes. If you're not quite ready for plug-in life, Volkswagen offers an excellent 1.5-liter eTSI mild hybrid petrol engine that produces 150 horsepower. This system uses a 48-volt starter generator to seamlessly shut off the engine when coasting, maximizing fuel efficiency. For drivers craving serious performance and all-weather capability, there's a 2.0-liter TSI engine delivering 265 horsepower paired with the legendary 4Motion all-wheel drive system. And yes, long-distance highway warriors will be thrilled to know that a highly refined 2.0-liter diesel engine is still available, offering incredible range and pulling power. All engines are mated to a silky smooth DSG automatic transmission, ensuring lightning-fast gear changes and effortless cruising. The driving experience of the 2026 Passat has been elevated to a level that genuinely rivals high-end luxury cars, thanks in large part to the new DCC Pro adaptive chassis control system. This optional suspension setup utilizes highly advanced dual-valve shock absorbers, a technology typically reserved for top-tier premium vehicles. The dual valves independently control the rebound and compression strokes of the suspension, allowing the Passat to deliver a magic carpet ride over broken pavement while still maintaining strict body control through tight corners. You can dive into the infotainment screen and slide the suspension firmness scale across a wide spectrum, tailoring the car to be incredibly floaty for long highway trips or firmly planted for a spirited drive on a winding mountain road. Combined with thicker acoustic glass and heavy-duty sound insulation, the cabin remains a serene, whisper-quiet sanctuary, even when blasting down the highway at high speeds. Speaking of the cabin, stepping inside the 2026 Passat feels like a massive leap into the digital age. The interior architecture has been completely redesigned, moving away from physical clutter in favor of massive HD displays. The centerpiece of the dashboard is the new MIB4 infotainment system, which is housed in an enormous freestanding display measuring up to 15 inches on the top trims. The software is lightning fast, highly customizable, and features an illuminated touch slider base for temperature and volume controls, fixing one of the biggest complaints from previous Volkswagen models. Directly in front of the driver is a crisp 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster and a newly available head-up display that projects vital driving data directly onto the windshield. Because every Passat is now an automatic, Volkswagen has moved the gear selector to a stalk on the steering column, freeing up a massive amount of storage space in the center console for cup holders and wireless phone charging pads. The quality of materials is exceptional, with soft touch surfaces, beautiful stitching, and ambient lighting offering 30 different colors to set the perfect mood. The absolute highlight of the interior, however, are the new ergo-active front seats. These optionally available seats feature up to 14-way electric adjustment, heating, ventilation, and an incredibly soothing pneumatic massage function that uses 10 air chambers to work out the knots in your back during long journeys. Practicality has always been the trump card of the Passat variant, and the 2026 model takes it to unprecedented levels. Thanks to the stretched wheelbase, rear seat passengers are treated to limousine-like legroom, making it one of the most comfortable cars in its class for tall adults. But it's the boot space that truly boggles the mind. Open the electrically operated tailgate and you are greeted with a cavernous 690 liters of luggage capacity with the rear seats in place. If you fold the rear seats flat, that space expands to a staggering 1,920 liters. Whether you're hauling massive pieces of furniture, packing for a month-long family road trip, or carrying bulky sports equipment, the Passat handles it all with effortless ease. Safety is also a paramount focus for Volkswagen, and the Passat is essentially a rolling fortress of driver assistance technology. The IQ Drive system comes packed with advanced features, including adaptive cruise control that reads speed limit signs and slows down for upcoming curves, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a highly sophisticated park assist system that can automatically maneuver this large estate car into the tightest parking spaces with minimal input from the driver. In conclusion, the 2026 Volkswagen Passat variant is a masterclass in automotive engineering. It proves that you don't need to buy a massive, heavy SUV to get incredible space, all-weather capability, and a commanding view of the road. By combining ultra-efficient plug-in hybrid technology, a first-class digital interior, and a ride quality that rivals vehicles twice its price, the new Passat is arguably the ultimate family vehicle. Thank you so much for joining us on this comprehensive deep dive into the 2026 Volkswagen Passat. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel for more breaking automotive news and reviews, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Drive safely, and we'll see you in the next video.